Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. Now, Gervonta Davis just came out and he was asked. He gave an interview with. Let me check over here. I know the article's on Boxing Scene, but I think he gave an interview with. Who was it? Oh, yeah, I guess his Boxing Scene was the only person that interviewed him. Okay. Anyhow, shout out to them, by the way. All right, he was asked about preparation for an opponent, and Vasyl Lomachenko came up in discussion. And this is what Gervonta Davis had to say about the situation. Look, he says that, look, I believe that the Lomachenko fight will happen eventually. It's just a timing. It's just, it has to be at the right time. And I believe Lomachenko, not to say nothing bad about a fighter, but Lomachenko's still fighting at the MGM, all right? That holds only about 3,400 fans, okay? We're looking for the right, looking to fight people that can bring more than 3,400 fans, right? Now, no diss to Lomachenko, he's a great fighter, but down the road we will meet, and if not, my career will still be successful, all right? But let me just say this right here, okay? Let me just say this. Now, Floyd Mayweather has stated on numerous occasions that he does not want Gervonta Davis to go fight Lomachenko, although Floyd Mayweather said Gervonta Davis is the best fighter at 130 pounds. All right, now that's very laughable to say that, all right, because you can't call yourself the best in your division if you're not willing to fight the other fighters, okay, or if you're not engaging to fight the other top fighters, just like I criticized Adonis Stevenson for doing, all right, plain and simple, okay, and I criticized Floyd for doing that shit in the past as well, all right. Now, based off this language right here in this article, it appears that Gervonta Davis, by what he just said, is that he's willing to take the fight, but he says it's only a matter of timing. See, that's bingo, keyword right there. It's only a matter of timing, meaning that he, just like what Floyd used to do in some occasions in his career, will wait for his opponents to slow down, get out of their prime, as far as out of their prime get out of their prime as far as possible, so that way he'll take a fight with them. Okay, which is, quote unquote, the high reward, low risk factor. Okay, all right. It seems like that's been the norm of modern day fighters as of late. Okay, and I'm just getting sick and tired of it. Okay, because Lomachenko is doing the same fucking thing with Guillermo Rigondeaux. All right. Yes, you can bring up the fact that Rigondeaux turned down the offer when Lomachenko was fighting at 126 and Rigondeaux was still campaigning at 122. Yes, that happened. I got on Rigondeaux for that only because although he did not like some of the terms that Lomachenko's team put into the contract for that fight to happen, which they've been notorious for doing. Lowball. I'm not sure if this was a lowball offer or something in there that Rigondeaux did not like and he turned it down. Okay, but needless to say, it's also worth noting that Lomachenko's team has a notorious reputation of pulling shady negotiation tactics to get fights done. Okay, that's why they haven't been able to get the other champions to fight them in a 130-pound division. So, just like what Davis is doing to Lomachenko's doing the same thing to fucking Rigondeaux. Bottom line. Davis is waiting for Lomachenko to slow down. Lomachenko's waiting for Rigondeaux to slow down, so eventually he'll take the fight with him. So, the bottom line is both fighters are trying to take the high reward, low risk factor. They're both doing it. Okay. And as I just said, I'm just sick and tired of fighters behaving this way. All right, I just get upset when they call themselves champions and some of them don't show the heart of becoming a champion. All right, this is no disrespect to Gervonta Davis. I like the guy, but I just don't like the language that came from this article right here. I really don't. And then you guys know me, I'm very impartial when it comes to situations like this. I gotta call it out for what it is. Okay, plain and simple. Now, Gervonta Davis is talking about that he has to be a name and for him to take fights going forward. So he's looking for big money fights, in other words, all right? I mean, isn't Lomachenko a big name? I mean, he's probably the biggest name in that division. But at the same time, Lomachenko, which is true, he doesn't draw as much. So where's Gervonta Davis going to go? I mean, Orlando Salido is definitely the guy who draws more than Lomachenko, but that fight fell through, okay? You couldn't secure a fight with him, so where are you going to go? I mean, looking at the rankings, there's practically no one else other than, Salido. There's Francisco Vargas, who actually is a crowd pleaser. He can draw. But here's the thing about that. If you're going to fight Francisco Vargas, don't put the title on the line, because if you do, Gervonta, Tank, if you put that title on the line against Francisco Vargas, I got to come after you just like I came after Lomachenko for putting his title on the line against Mariaga, and just like Kovalev putting his title on the line against Isaac Chilemba. The reason why I say that is because all these guys are coming off losses, okay? I don't believe champions should be fighting guys coming off losses and putting titles on the line. If you're going to fight a guy coming off a loss, just don't put the title on the line. Plain and simple. I just don't like that at all, okay? Now, looking at the rankings, there's no one else who can draw money for you, Tank. All right, I'm looking at, let's see, Takari Uchiyama, and I'm sorry. Tongue twisted there. Jesus Christ. Takashi Uchiyama, Takashi Miura. I mean, forget about those guys. Yeah, they're big names in Japan, but honestly, those guys retired. They're not fighting anymore, so that eliminates them out of the equation. Who else is in there? I mean, there's nobody else that could draw. Jesus Corrales cannot draw. Miguel Burchell, I mean, he's an up-and-coming fighter, but he's not a big draw as of yet. So I mean, who's it there for you to fight to draw you? That's going to bring you that's going to put asses in seats. I mean, there's no one else other than Salido, which you couldn't get the fight, get that deal sealed. So I mean, there's no one else. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. All right. Yeah, man. Look, the bottom line is this a duck by Davis? It is. All right. But again, it's not surprising because he and Floyd Mayweather have already came out and said that they will not fight Vasyl Lomachenko at this appropriate time. They won't do it. But yet they're calling themselves the best of the division. That doesn't resonate very well, especially with me. All right, but anyways, let me know what your thoughts about this. All right, if you disagree that Gervonta Davis is ducking, share your thoughts. Please make it be respectful about it. But at the same time, I got to call it as it is, guys. It's a duck. End of story. I'm out.